This is for prayer period number 5, the crucifixion, Luke chapter 23, verses 32 to 49. I'll read the script passage and then just do some comments, and hopefully it's in preparation for you to kind of meditate with this passage. So starting in verse 32. 2 others also, who were criminals, were led away to be put to death with him. And when they came to the place which is called the Skull, they crucified him and the criminals, one on his right and one on the left. And Jesus said, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. And they cast lots to divide his garments. And the people stood by, watching. But the rulers scoffed at him, saying, He saved others. Let him save himself, if he is the Christ of God, his chosen one. The soldiers also mocked him, coming up and offering him vinegar, and saying, If you are the king of the Jews, save yourself. There was also an inscription over him, This is the King of the Jews. One of the criminals who were hanged railed at him, saying, Are you not the Christ? Save yourself and us. But the other rebuked him, saying, Do you not fear God, since you are under the same sentence of condemnation? And we indeed justly, for we are receiving the due reward of our deeds. But this man has done nothing wrong. And he said, Jesus, remember me when you come in your kingly power. And he said to him, Truly I say to you, today you will be with me in paradise. So here's Jesus on the cross, crucifixion, and so with 2 criminals. Going back to verse 32, 33, the skull, which is Golgotha, is just translated as the place of the skull. He's crucified with criminals, and Jesus, he forgives them, even in the midst of being crucified. He's, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. They're casting lots, referring to Psalm 22, verse 18, where they're cast lots for my garments. They feed him with vinegar. The soldiers give him vinegar in 36, referring to Psalm, which is shows up in Psalm 69. So, but this they're calling him save yourself. If you're really if you save others, save yourself. So, second chapter of Wisdom actually speaks of this just man, whom the wicked seek to catch, and if he's really a friend of God, God will save him. But it's a very rich image of praying with this passage can even just placing yourself there, and what's all the different action that's going on, and then the criminals, where one of them is railing against Jesus. They're saying, if you're really the Christ, the anointed one, then save us, save yourself. The other one asks, Jesus, remember me when you come into your kingly power. Many translations will have that, into your kingdom. But it's idea of Jesus when you enter into your throne, which is a real trust there. If he's on the cross, there must be some real faith that this criminal has in trusting Jesus. Remember when you enter into your kingdom, your kingly power. I guess with this passage, if you want to continue on and just do the next section too, where it speaks of Jesus' death, that would be perfectly fine too, kind of close out the section. But it's a very rich passage of just being at Calvary with our Lord, as people are scoffing at him, as they're mocking him. They're telling him to come down, and he refuses to come down, and he forgives them, and he forgives one of the criminals even individually. You will truly, I say to you, today you will be with me in paradise.